Time for our second guest of the day, and with a salute, we welcome him on, the Chief of Staff, Jon Swift.
How'd you get that title? That's the best title, dude. It's awesome.
You know, I don't know, but, you know, I get a salute every day from Connor Pay, and, you know, it's just the highlight of my day, getting a salute and a hey, Chief,
what's up, Chief?
Every single day.
So Jeff Benedict was in here. He's a Boston guy. When you say Chief, I think Robert Parrish. From the 80s.
Chief?
The Chief. That was his nickname.
The original Chief?
Yeah, dude.
Robert Parrish.
That's where I go.
Isn't there a reference to Robert Parrish by Michael Scott in The Office as well?
Does he?
Yeah, that's next level for sure. But we're next level with you, man. You're our Chief of Staff for BYU football. That. How would you assess, as Chief of Staff, before we get into the renovations conversation, just the overall state of the program right now? What's the feeling like in late April around the football offices?
It's exciting. I mean, we've got a lot of changes going on. You mentioned the renovations. That's just one of a few. I mean, there's obviously a big change on the defensive staff. We've got some turnover in the roster. We've got new guys coming in, some guys going out, looking for new opportunities. And it's exciting all around. I think everybody is, you know, resolute to be successful as we go into this inaugural year of the Big 12, and making all the preparations there has everybody just kind of amping up their level of, you know, effort and excitement. It's been fun.
Colorado's got half their team in the transfer portal.
Oh, yeah.
Helping you guys stay busy.
It's been like a long engagement, but we're like used to waiting. Like we go on missions and whatever. You know, it will have been almost 2 years since BYU got into the league. Well, not technically, like invited, officially accepted. July 1, we get in, right? And then we actually play on September 2nd. So let's go. Okay, football office expansion. Let's talk about what this is and why now. And it should be ready by what, August 1st? Is that the word?
So July 15th, technically, so that, you know, we can be ready by August 1 in our area.
Love it.
Academic Center, I think, is a little bit later, towards the August 1, just because the kids report a little bit. Yeah, we're hoping mid-July so that we can really be ready for fall camp, which will be August 3rd.
Okay.
What will this do for your program, like these renovations?
Well, so the reality is, you know, as you go into the Big 12, Power 5 conference, you have to get to the point where recruiting becomes everything, right? You have to look and feel the part of a big-time program. And, you know, BYU's been there in how we compete on the field and in a lot of other areas, but, you know, getting a more functional space in terms of both recruiting, space to host, to work, to function, as well as getting to a place where all around we look the part of a big-time conference team was an important thing. And so this is a step towards that in one of many areas of the program that we're trying to update.
Defensive meeting room, 3 new position rooms, coach and recruit meeting area, updated hosting space, team meal area. Are some of these new, or are they renovating existing spaces?
A little bit of both. We are expanding out onto a balcony area that I think in its inception was meant to be kind of an entertaining space in itself, but it's just
like
not functional.
Spot.
Yeah, it's just too hot, like where the sun is there. And so turning that into an 80-seat unit room so that we can have both offense and defense meeting as units at the same time in like theater-style seating is important because right now they've had to share the space or go into a smaller room where it's not really conducive to meeting like that. Having a big recruiting hub where all of our full-time recruiting staff, the student staff, can have a workspace where they can collaborate and actually work together is important to make sure we're firing on all cylinders as far as recruiting goes. So that's a new space. And then expanding position rooms, giving them an updated look and feel was another important step, just to have a lot more functional space, but also space that feels new, looks new, and modern. And that will be exciting to recruits coming in.
Does this mean, you know, being in a Power 5 conference and obviously having more TV money, does this mean BYU will renovate more often than it has? Is that the hope, at least?
I'm not sure. You know, when this is done, it should be to the point where it can function for a while. You know, you see a lot of these other teams, even in our conference, that are announcing multi-million-dollar, I mean, we're talking hundreds of million-dollar facilities. And, you know, I don't know that that's necessary for us at this point in time. This can function well for what our program needs and who we need to be.
In the immediate?
Time. And then we'll see, you know, in the 5-year, 10-year plan what that looks like.
And BYU operates a little differently, right? Where they won't be like, yeah, we'll raise the money later. It's like, no, we have to raise the money, then we build, right?
That's correct. We won't operate on debt.
Yep,
we need the money up front. We won't operate on debt, whereas, you know, a lot of the other programs in the conference can and do, and, you know, it just creates a different hurdle to overcome. Brigham
Young said the Saints might be cursed with riches. Well, let's use that cursing in the form of more buildings, right? Let's go.
Yeah.
The BYU football chief of staff, Jon Swift, is with us on BYU Sports Nation. I don't see anywhere in this list an office upgrade for the chief. Do we need to add that?
Absolutely not, guys. I'm pretty low maintenance, and I don't want to do, and, this is a little bit outside of my comfort zone as is. I like to be behind the scenes and let Kalani shine, let the program shine, the players shine.
Sure.
And so, for me, I got an office right next to Kalani's. It's got a view of Mount Timpanogos.
Okay.
That's all I need.
Very good.
I'm good there, guys.
Joking aside, I am intrigued by the private therapy rooms for specifically mental health counseling and sports performance counseling. How will that work?
It's that will actually be up on the 3rd floor, but it is a huge need. I mean, it's a very prevalent thing right now. Mental health awareness, mental health issues, and so for our players, from both a therapeutic side, so mental health therapy, as well as just from a sports performance side, we've brought on some new docs who are going to help us out there, and having a private, comfortable space where they can talk with our players is going to be a huge add and a huge benefit. And so, they'll be able to sign up with those guys, and they'll have a nice space up on the 3rd floor where they'll have a room where they can talk.
And that's part of the Built for Life Center.
It is part of the Built for Life Center. Yep. And
so Gary Verone will run that, but that's cool too, because they're going to have a remodeled layout, more rooms for studying, open spaces, more classrooms, the private therapy you mentioned. That's needed too. Yep. And let's be honest. Listen, Ty Detmer won a Heisman, didn't have all this stuff. BYU didn't have all this stuff, they won a national championship. But in 2023, you have to have all of this stuff to compete. In recruiting mainly, and then on the field.
Absolutely. I mean, you guys mentioned Colorado already, but, we're finding now more so than ever, right, that if kids find a better opportunity somewhere else, they're going to jump in and take that chance if they haven't already transferred, and if they can go play somewhere else right away. And so you have to do what you can to make sure that you have the right guys first that want to be here for the right reasons, but then also that you have enough that's going to entice them to stay around. And so, taking all the steps necessary to get to that point. And, the 3rd floor renovations are huge in terms of setting our guys up academically for success. It doesn't do any good to have a baller on the field if they aren't eligible to play.
Right.
And so having a learning environment that's conducive to keeping them eligible is huge.
Jeremy and I are politicking for a second IPF, independently of anything.
We're Provo highest. But this is what we want, John. This is what we want.
So we'll continue to do that. But for what's next in the progression chart for BYU's facilities and expansion and just overall program to getting better?
Right now it's just getting this done. This renovation and, feeling comfortable in it, breaking it in and getting to the place where we use it to the maximum potential that it's built to be, and then from there seeing maybe where the needs are. Practice fields are probably, from a logistical standpoint, the next thing we want to evaluate, and just make sure that our grass practice fields are more game-like to Lavelle Edwards Stadium, are one that we can play well into the season on and not have to worry about injury or things like that. So that's one of the things that we've talked about, and are hopeful that we can get a really nice playing surface for practice. Since you're on that, I mean, we're in Lavelle Edwards Stadium 6 games out of the year, right? 6 days. Whereas on the practice fields, we're there every day. And so just trying to get that to a point where it's a great space.
Let's get that primo Kentucky Bluegrass going.
That's what I'm talking about.
What is it now? Is it not Kentucky Bluegrass?
It is. But it's just not primo.
Oh, okay.
Not on the practice fields.
Okay, then. Well, I'll go to IFA and get the #1, and we'll lay that down coming up later today.
John, great to have you, man.
Thanks, John.
Thanks, guys. Appreciate it.
Man.
Always good to be here.
Got it.